I worked for another company before I came to work for CMC Tire, and they had a different system, and I hated it. I hated everything about it. But I had heard rumblings and grumblings about Telenotes, and some of our customers used it. And I said, I really need to investigate this, because I do believe CRM software is important. I believe it's something that we need to be able to gather information with, but the tools that we had at my former employer were terrible. So I got a hold of Tom, and it was actually incredible. I sent him an email, just kind of introduced myself, and I got a phone call not 10 minutes later. Hey, this is Tom Metcalf, and, I'm with Telenotes. I hear you're interested, and we started talking about some people that we knew in common. Oh yeah, well, we do business with these guys. Oh yeah, I know this guy. Oh yeah, he's a great guy, and we were just off and running. So if I didn't know that it was going to be a great choice before, I immediately thought, okay, this is going to work. And then once he laid out the details to me, I couldn't not try it. So I think the most important thing for me is getting my guys organized. I think it's important to have the data cataloged, right? And if something happens, we lose an employee or we change a territory and they need to have that information, that's really important. But at the end of the day, I think where we win is being more organized, being able to make more sales calls. I've got one salesman who probably sells 3 times as much as everybody else in the organization. The only way you can do it is by being organized. You can't keep all those plates spinning unless you have a tool to keep yourself on target. And I believe Telenotes is that tool for us. I think that gives them the ability to increase their runway and to understand their business a little bit better. And there's some mapping tools that are involved in Telenotes, so that helps them when they're making cold calls, finding new opportunities. There's keywords they can use for the type of customers that we go after. So it just gives them everything that they need at their fingertips. And then it's up to them to execute, which I hold them accountable because we've invested in Telenotes, so it's something that they need to do to make sure that they're growing their business and growing our business. I look at the daily activity report every single day, and I think that there's usually some fluff in there. Hey, went and saw a guy, things are great, but then there's real data in there. This individual is looking at this, buying this product, this part number, this many of them, I need to follow up with him, please set a reminder. And I know that's a sale that we're going to capture, we have the opportunity to. And then I can follow up and go, hey, by the way, did you know we've got 8 of those in this store, even though you don't have any in your store, so we can get them transferred in. It just gives me a different perspective. And instead of having to talk to 43 people a day, I can look at my Telenotes and go, okay, I need to reach out to this person, and follow up on these deals that they're working on. If you want a CRM system that works, you want something to manage your customers, you need a database. It's the only one worth going with. Everything else is so cumbersome that by the time you implement it, you have incredible costs associated with it, and you have a bunch of people who don't want to use it. And so with this tool, it takes less than a minute. We know that there are human beings who are translating things on the other side. It feels personal. It feels like a personal assistant. It feels like you have something of value as opposed to just another thing to do to please your bosses, right? Because that's how the last system felt to me. It was, the only reason I'm doing this isn't because it's value to me, it's because somebody somewhere wants to know that I'm working. And Telenotes to me is, I'm doing this for me because this is going to make me a better salesman, and it's easy and it's quick and it's effective.